technical problems. Throw up the color bars. Oh. Oh, it worked because I unplugged it. Come on. This thing is like completely frozen. Wow. Okay, we might be going no audio, no microphones tonight. This thing is being junk. Just one more try here. Nope. All right, no microphone, no external microphone. You're getting my camera for both Instagram and Facebook, YouTube. So, hope everybody's doing well. Come on over here, bud. My son is hanging out. Oh, son's hanging out with me tonight, and we are gonna do a little product introduction and review here. So, what I've got is, we'll talk about this in a sec. And why don't you stand over here, bud? I've seen this once. He's not seen it at all yet. This is a pretty cool new product from Lantern. Comes in a nice bag, kind of in the style of like a Blue Ridge Overland gear. And this whole compact and fairly heavy set of parts is a little camp stove. So, 4 little wing nuts take this apart so we can actually put it together. See if I can remember how it goes together without looking at the instructions, which I don't have handy. But basically, you've got sides, top, bottom, front, and back. You got some little tools for tending the fire or cooking, I guess. And it all goes together. What do you think?
I don't know.
Don't know. What do you think you would do with something like this?
I don't know.
No idea? Maybe cooking?
I don't know.
So that's their logo. And by the way, this is one of their hoodies as well. I really like this hoodie. You probably, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably follow this guy too. It's Turbo Diesel XJ. He's got a couple different companies. And one of them is Tactical Steel Targets. The other one is this new company, and they make cool metal stoves, I guess. So that is the bottom. That goes in there. And then let's do the side first. Side goes in. It's all stainless steel. Now, I put this together once. I have not had a fire in it yet. So there's... oh, not quite. This would be a lot less difficult if my table was solid. I guess you can't see that on the live video there. Maybe now you can see it. There's a work table that has all kinds of cutouts and holes in it, so I'm like falling through those slats in the table as I'm trying to put this together. Okay. Might be easier to put together on an actual hard surface. But we're together. All right. And then the top goes on. Nope. Not yet. We've got slats going on first.
Well, it's mostly put together other than that right there.
Thank you. Just one of the notches down here. Yep, another one pops out because it falls down in the cracks in my table. There. Now we're all together. I will, of course, leave a link in the description for this. But, spin these wing nuts on the top here. And I'm not going to bother with all 4 of them. 2 is going to be enough for tonight. But there we go. That's the stove. And this is a door for the stove, which mostly serves, I think, just to kind of be a carrier for the whole thing to bolt together with when you're not using it. So let me get some dimensions of this real quick with my tape measure, and we can see I've got some assorted wood pieces here to use in it, but let's see what size wood I want to put in there right now. And catching up on some comments here on Instagram while I'm up. Thanks for joining, everybody. Yeah, you can see these slats on the table were really causing the trouble there. I mean, not the easiest thing in the world to put together. You do have to, kind of be paying attention to all these different sides as you clip it in. But, yeah, it would help if you were on a solid table. Alright, so it's 8 inches deep. And that means most of our wood we're probably going to want to be more like 7 inches long. So, let's see here. I don't want to put this table's plastic, so
If you did light a fire in it now, it would just start melting.
yeah, let's not melt the table. This is one of their products that they sent along. Another canvas bag there that's pretty sweet. And this is like a camp shovel. So very heavy duty steel shovel, all formed and coated, nicely welded together, reinforced here. What do you think of that?
I don't know. It's very heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Take it back. It's too heavy.
Nice to keep that handy while camping, and use that if you need to extinguish a fire or dig a pit for other purposes that you do while camping. Let's see, we're gonna light this on these sawhorses, I think. A bit of metal. Go. So I'm going to start picking up some of the wood there. Get that paper out first. Kind of wet. Okay, as long as it's not so wet. I didn't prepare very well for tonight. I should have got a pot of water or something to boil on there to at least try and see if we could see how long it takes to boil some water. Oh, that's perfect. This is cedar and some plywood in there too. So there Anything longer than 7 inches. Let's see. More of that paper. Just hand me that paper.
There's some more wood here.
Hey Brian, thanks for joining. Let's just out here. They were close enough to the door. I can see my fan. Yeah, let's get the fan.
I think that piece is about to fire. No, it's
It's what?
on fire. Oh my goodness, the fire's going through the top.
There we go. Alright, hopefully you can still hear well enough with the fan going here. Yeah, the Instagram comments are kind of funny there. Could have been a lot smoother putting this thing together. So, thanks for bearing with me on that, guys.
Here's some more.
A mix of like lumber scraps and sticks and things. Putting out some good heat already.
How do you feel in the feeling for the
It's almost perfect.
Oh, there's another kind of
Choke
stick.
it out here. Oh, that's the little piece on the ground there. Same one as that one. So, yeah, it's got a lot of room to breathe, which is nice. And nice big cooktop there. It's definitely not going to be the fastest set up and break down, get a fire going. You know, your jet boil is going to beat that out every time. But kind of nice to be able to cook with a real fire. And not have to have it be a campfire with a big grate and everything. It's easy to light. As Aspen pointed out, the paper wasn't the driest to begin with. It was dry, but it was sitting outside, so it was kind of damp. I'm putting out some heat. I have a thermometer. Let's get the digital thermometer. What's that? 122 degrees on the side there. 470 on the top.
How is it so much hotter on the top?
It's getting kind of smoky in here.
Yeah, I can
You want
barely
to work
see
better?
it. If you are
Just set this here and have it draw the smoke out. Maybe that'll work. Hopefully that's not working as well.
Look over there.
I know. That's what I was kind of looking at. Okay. Well, I guess we keep feeding it wood. Why not? See if we can get some coals going in here. Paper's all burned up. That's just ashes now.
It's falling out of the bottom. A very small.
Oh, just a little sliver. But, and it's on the only burnable part of my sawhorses, which I don't care about. But yeah, so all the holes in it are like 3/8 inch holes. So it would be pretty easy for ashes and stuff to fall through. So you definitely need to, or not even ashes, like embers. So you definitely want to make sure that the thing is somewhere that's not going to catch on fire, like my plastic foam covered
I got it.
thing here.
Anything.
Oh, look at that. See how hot the sides are now. 208. So we've got stuff touching it. 250 on the sides.
Fire.
350.
Oh, it's a smoky.
270.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's cool down a little bit on the top. Alright, I'm gonna hold off on putting any more wood in that because it's not getting crazy smoky in here, but you can probably see some smoke in here. So my live stream just cut out again.
Hey. Yay. I got fire.
Did it actually stop? I think I'm still live. Sorry it went black there. Hopefully, okay, we're back. Yeah, I did call Brian. I'll take a temperature reading on the bottom here since I kind of can. 362 on the bottom. So that's almost as hot on the bottom as it is on the top.
Stick to the foot.
Yeah. Which makes sense. All the embers are collecting on the bottom. There's no real air gap there. What's up, Owen? Audio stayed on the whole time. Okay, that's weird. Because the audio should be coming from the camera. But the camera went dark. So that's good to know. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It just popped up on the camera as if I had just connected it to the computer for the first time. So, anyway. Alright. You like playing with fire. Let's see how our little hook tool works here. Somebody's... Oh, there we go.
Oh wait, there's more. Baby missed it.
Yeah, I could see how this would cook up something, get some cast iron nice and hot. Actually, I have another cast iron pan, which I'll grab here. The cast iron pan that I did the first live stream with has been my wife's favorite favorite pan to cook with. She threw away her non-stick pan a couple days later, and we've been cooking everything in that. It's seasoned up real nice. It's getting pretty dark, and we love that. So I'm going to do that to the next pan that I have over here. It's identical to the first one. And then I might as well throw that on and see what we get. I think this fan was working way better, pushing air from back here. So, let's do that. Right back.
Got a stick. I'm gonna try to destroy it.
Okay. Cast iron. This one's a little bit rougher than the other one was. But this one might have been used because it's definitely dirty. I mean, not dirty yet. Looks charred a little bit on the bottom. So maybe this one was used. I don't remember. That's a 10-inch skillet. Oh, and that fits perfect on top of there. Since we did that, we had other stuff. Yeah. And those embers went away quick. Huh. Not much left in the way of holes in there, huh? No, let's not put any more paper in there. I think we got enough.
Oh, fire.
We almost lost the fire. Thought it might be cool to see if that cast iron got nice and hot. Currently 96 degrees. Should heat up really, really fast. But there's also no more flame. It went out super quick. Smoke's clearing, so that's good anyway.
Yeah, but now there's no more room to burn. It's just smoky.
Spool bus is back together, in case you didn't pick up on that. And I'm sitting in the shop over here where the Wagoneer is usually parked. That's pushed out in the driveway on the other side of the Jeep right now. Other side of the spool bus.
Yes, there's flame in there.
Good job.
In there.
Too much yeah, spool bus is back together. It did awesome. We did the nuclear jet bunker stuff last week, and that's going to be an episode on the channel. But before it's an episode on the channel, I'm going to do an exclusive little edit of just the nuclear bunkers for the Patreon folks. So that's going to go live on Patreon in the next couple days. Just where we walked in to the bunkers and looked around at everything that was there. Also the Curtis Wright reactor area. We went back in there as well.
Wait,
So
there's fire. There's fire. There's
very
fire.
good. It's just the it's catching on fire again. All right, eat it. Good catch. And I took the spool bus, of course. It did awesome. If you're familiar at all with the Bald Eagle area and Route 322 going towards State College, there's a long, steep hill going, I think it's like Milroy maybe, up. It's called Seven Mountains, that area. There's a reservoir there, and 322 goes up that long, steep hill. And typically, this temperature has climbed from basically operating temperature on the digital gauge that's reading the Volkswagen temperature gauge says 186, 188, somewhere in there is like operating optimal temperature with 195 degree thermostat. That's just TDI things. I don't know why that is, but it would usually climb. I think the hottest it ever got was maybe like 212 up the top of that hill. Basically, it got to, well, the thermostat opens at 195, and it got to 197 towards the top, and then it cooled back down. So I was super happy with that. All right, that is definitely happening again. Let's turn the fan back towards it so that people don't get smoke out, I hope. We could open the garage door a little more, maybe.
Ah, yes. Now I can bake this meat.
I don't want to put any fire in the pan because I want to see how hot that gets. And how quickly it gets hot.
I don't like this one.
200 degree pan,
Ooh, I bake. How did it go from 90?
234 on the bottom, 197 on the sides. That cooled off quick. 185 on that side. That side doesn't have the wood so close to it. Getting a nice smoke flavor into our pan there. You saw that? Kind of funny. Smoky. So I would expect you wouldn't want to cook something that you don't want smoke flavor on there. It'd be nice to cook a steak or something on that. Well, some water should be fine and a nice cool. Anything you cook on there is going to get smoky. That would be my take. This also isn't very hardwood. Ah, stupid thing. Why is it doing that? Sorry we went dark again. It'll be back in a sec. Hopefully, as Owen said before, the audio is still good. Alright, we're back. That was silly. I don't know why it's doing that. It's showing that the camera's charging. It's just like a little blip where it resets and wants me to interact with it. I hadn't done that before. Well, this app that I'm using to run it said that it needed to be, or wanted to be updated, so maybe that has something to do with it. I will update that after tonight. Reservoir Hill, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't terribly loaded, but you know, I had stuff with me, food and camping gear, and not like tents and cookware and that kind of stuff, because we had that where we were going. Volume went up. Okay. I wonder, it must be switching to the computer volume, the computer microphone or something when it does that. Then I'll have to rewatch this and learn from it. Okay, very, very smoky. Let's stop messing with it. Pull that outside. My pan has somehow dropped to 185 degrees.
Huh?
Nope, 392.
Check the leak.
317 degrees.
Check the
How's
leak.
that leaf fountain running? I don't know. In that area says it's 361 degrees. These should be a little shorter.
There's like water bubbly weird stuff coming out of it. Yeah, look at it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good enough.
Yep, there's lots of flames coming out there. This one's too long. Kind of cool how the flame comes out there, a little logo on the side there. Can't really see that in the video, I don't think, but see a little flame shooting out over here. That's coming out the logo.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and I think that's what it is. The audio's switching to the laptop when the camera does that.
What is the logo supposed to be?
A flame, like a fire.
Oh.
There's also an A in there. I'll show you guys this hoodie again because it's pretty cool. The XJ on there, little campsite. So, yeah, I'm gonna let that burn out, and then I'm gonna jump on to Discord with Patreon, and hopefully a couple of you guys on the Patreon can join there, and we can hang out for a little bit. So thanks for watching the live stream. Hope you guys had a good week and have a good week coming up. Next Saturday, I'm going to go to AOAA. So if you're interested in doing that, hit me up. We got a fair amount of people, I think, coming already. But could probably accommodate a few more if you guys want to come out. So it's going to be green and blue trails. And should be back here in the shop next week, I think. So take it easy, guys. Thanks again for joining.